So the Summer Game Fest is finally here, and after experiencing the tragedy of gaming right before my eyes, right? I knew, oh yeah, gaming is at an all-time low, man. I was absolutely right. Gaming is indeed in a new dark age. But anyways, Ide Yuki here, the Rebelling Roads, the One Chain to Oblivion, returning yet again with another excellent video. Wow, is this all we can do? Is this really all we can do? I mean, the entire showcase was nothing but sequels, remakes, and new IPs that no one gives a fuck about, man. We have some shitty new Monster Hunter game, some Stellar Blade, sequel, some terrible Power World update. I mean, tons of shitty games no one cares about. A fucking Hot Wheel game. I mean, oh boy, man, we are not even trying. But we gotta talk about the most egregious of the set list because my goodness, man, these reveals were some of the worst I've ever seen. And I thought the state of play was bad, but nothing would prepare me for how truly god-awful this reveal was. So let's waste no time, right? First up, we need to discuss Final Fantasy 7, what I like to call Final Fantasy 7 episode milking. You know, this franchise loves to milk the living hell out of Final Fantasy 7. They cannot let go of this game. This is the only game keeping Final Fantasy alive. I hate to say that, but no one cares about main title Final Fantasy games anymore. No one plays those shitty spin-off games. No one's keeping up with the mainline games anymore. So they got to keep milking and milking and milking the poor cow until it's dried out. My goodness, man, episode 3 Revelation, it just looks awful, man. It's the same fucking garbage that we've seen with the first two games. Don't y'all remember saying, oh, fuck Final Fantasy, man. Oh, this shitty sequel ain't it, man. I'm not playing this garbage, but you forgot all about that. You saw one little glimpse of Tifa's big tits, you saw one little glimpse. At Sephiroth, you saw one little glimpse at the little costumes they added, and you're like, I'm fiending, man, I'm fiending. I need to have my Final Fantasy. Just ready to explode at any minute. It's just truly pathetic. This is what I be talking about, man. You gamers just can't get it together. As long as you pay for this garbage, that's all we're going to get. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we have the Resident Evil Veronica reveal. The remake to a terrible Resident Evil game that no one played back in the day. So I don't know why they're remaking it. But oh, wait, I know why they're remaking it. Because that's what Crapcom does. They love making their little corny remakes. They can't help themselves. They've been remaking Resident Evil all their lives because they know those main title games are shit. They saw that Requiem flopped big time, and they're like, goddamn, we need another remake, man. We need to remake another classic game, man. We got to do it, man. Why don't we do Code Veronica, man? I know they're going to love it, man. I know they're going to love it. The entire trailer was nothing but a fucking long, drawn-out movie cutscene. One of the most boring movie scenes I've ever seen in my life. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? What happened? hey, can someone tell me what happened? That's how fucking boring it was. Just walking around this old lady's house, and I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? And then they throw in that little jump scare at the end to excite the fans, and I'm like, ugh. Oh, this is just desperate, man. This is just fucking desperate. Anyways, moving on. Last but not least, we have Stranger Than Heaven. This is a game that we all knew about already, but some of the reveals in here was even worse than I thought, Yakuza is a absolute joke nowadays, man. Yakuza has been flip-flopping all over the place. And even though we have been getting some great games like Infinite Wealth, Like a Dragon, with that incredible turn-based combat, these other spin-offs like that pirate garbage, no one was playing that shitty-ass game. And some of these other spin-offs, like, no one's trying to play these games, man. Ain't no one interested. And what do they do to keep people's interest? Because they can't improve the gameplay. They're just using the same shitty action combat we've seen a million times before, just showing off more cinematic set pieces like most of these modern games do. So what they have to do instead is just bring in someone well-known that has nothing to do with gaming and save the day. They showed Tupac at the end, and people were going crazy. They're like, oh my God, it's Tupac, man. Oh my God, my favorite rapper of all time. He's in the game. Whoa, Tupac, man. Whoa. Yuki, aren't you excited, man? I could play Yakuza with Tupac in it. Whoa. And I'm just looking at the little clowns like, they've got you. I can't believe you fell for this garbage. These studios don't actually care about you. They know that they can pull in a demographic that only cares about, Tupac and nothing about games. And they're like, oh, well, I never cared about Yakuza a day in my life. But now that Tupac is in it, well, I have to give it a chance. So I'll actually buy the game, man. Oh, maybe I'll buy a piece of... It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just so fucking sad, man. That's what games have become. They're nothing but walking, talking mascots for the casuals and masses that never cared about gaming, ever. These are the same people that hated you for liking games. And you guys are okay with that. You guys are 100% okay with that. It's just crazy to me, man. It's just absolutely crazy. You would think there would be more outrage against these studios, but fuck no. They completely turned their backs on the real gamers that bought those games, bought those consoles, that were there day one. Turned their backs completely in favor of getting just a little bit more cash in their pockets with the masses, with the casuals. Oh boy, man. Gaming at this point has completely turned into something that I just can't even respect anymore, All these brand new mainstream games are absolutely garbage, man. This is just fucking ridiculous. I have no fucking interest in any of this trash. But anyways, with that being said, that was the Summer Game Fest showcase. And my God, man, it was just more bad game after bad game after bad game. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was nothing to be looking forward to. This is nothing that a real gamer wants. Not at all. And if you're actually excited for any of these games, now let me say that again. If you're actually excited for any of these games, you are not a real gamer. But anyways, Yuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you.